and integrity. And this is a very, very important topic as far as we humans are concerned. Right. Now, what do you understand by the word ethics? Ethics. Anyone? You can post your answer
Sir,
in the chat box if you want.
sir, it
What is
is a moral principle that governs a person's behavior or conduct of an activity.
wonderful? It's a moral behavior of oneself, right? Which is very important and it reflects your personality. So that is the ethics. Then integrity, word which is used in this particular, the heading which we have taken is integrity. Anybody wishes to explain what is integrity?
Sir, possessing moral principles.
Very good. So I think the message is very clear that this plays a very important role. As a teacher, we need to have some moral qualities. We need to have that integrity, which is equally important, because see, everybody looks upon you as a teacher that you need to be a perfect person. Perfect in the sense that your way of talking, your way of conduct, your behavior, everything should be such that people should look upon you that you are a perfect gentleman or perfect lady with regard to your teaching. The way you are teaching in the class, right? So the next slide which I have, which is there, is regarding the personal values. Personal values, value which we as persons, we as human beings, which we have, right? As characters imposed by integrity, honesty, and moral strength. Is not a one-day process. It takes a long way in building up your character. Is in fact the reflection of the personality. What you are, how people think about you, what your students look upon you, right? And the society that looks upon you, that is the entire thing build up, and it cannot be built up on in one single day. It's a long process. The way you have been brought up, the way you have been uh, catered by your parents, by your teachers, and the way you have projected yourself in the society, that is how the character building takes place. Then there are 3 points which is important in building up the character of a person. The first one is integrity. Integrity, that is the quality of being honest, having strong principles. Right. Now, if I talk about principles, every person must some somebody. I'll request to, not to disturb in between, please. Now, I was talking about that characters imposed by important. The characters imposed by integrity, honesty, and moral strength. Integrity, we have been talking that actually the quality of being honest and having strong principles. Just I was asking you about principles. There are certain basic principles on which we must have, right? And we should not compromise. We should not compromise on those grounds. because principles are those things which are inherited in you, and you must abide by, must ensure that you have a very strong principle on which you work upon, right? So it's important. Next is honesty. You need to be very honest in your deals, in your profession, when you talk, when you communicate. See that what you talk, what you communicate to others, that should be a very honesty sort of deal. There should not be any hitch in that. You should not deviate from what you have said, because the you are the person who is catering the future generation, who are looking after, you are preparing the future generation. So your personality should be such that people, they should look upon you, and they should think that, they should feel that, yes, he is my idol or she is my idol, I should become like him or like her, right? Whether the child wants to take up a teaching profession, or he wants to become a doctor or engineer or management trainee or whatever, right? So that quality the child imbibes basically from the teachers, by who is teaching the child, and they they learn many things. They learn the way you talk. They learn the way you walk. They learn the way you speak. They learn the way you interact with people, and they follow your footprints, you can say. So you need to be very particular. You need to ensure that your process of interaction, your process of, the personality which you carry, it should not be a faulty one. It should not, it should not be a dwindled sort of personality. So you need to be very particular about that. Then certain moral strength also you need to develop. Moral strength means, if I say that I will do this work at any cost. Suppose a child has given you a question and you are unable to solve that question in the class. So what do we do in that case? We tell the child, "Ki, Beta, I will let me teach today just now. I'll solve it in my free period, or you come to me after the school, or tomorrow I'll solve and give it to you." So these are the options which generally the teachers they take, right? So if we have given them a date, if we have given them a deadline, then we must follow that deadline. We must tell them, yes, this is your answer. This is the place where you got stuck up, and so further, the answer will be this, right? That commitment level should be very high. Then only you will be able to win over people, and you will be able to do justice to your profession. Then integrity is congruence between what you know, what you say, and what you do, right? Integrity is congruence, coincides with your knowing, your saying, and your enacting, your doing part. So all these things, they sing together, and that is the personal values which a person has. Values definition. Values are personal beliefs and preferences that influence one's behavior.